How's it, punters? Welcome back to Best Sports Betting. And in this video, I'm going to be doing a Betway tutorial. I'm going to be running through some of the basics of Betway, how to make a deposit, how to place a bet, and then of course how to make a withdrawal for any winnings that you made from those bets. So before we get started, I'm going to assume that you already have signed up for Betway. In order to follow this tutorial or bet on Betway, you do need a Betway account. So let's make sure that you have that before we get started. Now, once you have your Betway account signed up, the first thing you want to do is make a deposit. You need money to place bets. Placing bets is not free. You will get a 25 Rand free bet when you sign up. We have another video for that on how to use that one. But for today, I'm going to stick with those three topics that I covered earlier. So to make a deposit at Betway, you have a few ways you can do this. There's lots of great deposit options. Now I'm on the Betway desktop site. Mobile site is going to look quite different. However, all of the buttons and all of the features are the same. So if I click on deposit on mobile or on desktop, it's still going to take me to the same place. So to make a deposit, log into your Betway account. Once you're logged in, you'll see that it says My Account, Log Out, Free Bet, your cash balance, and deposit. You know you're logged in when you see these things. So to make a deposit, you click on the deposit button. The other option is to click on My Account and then click on Deposit Funds. So those are the two different ways you can actually top up your account. I think there may be more, but those are the two basic ones. So once you have decided to top up your account, you'll see that there are a few different options here that are available for you. I'm quickly going to run through some of these. The first one is a Visa credit or debit card. If you have a card that allows you to make online purchases, you can use this card to make a deposit. The other one is Ozal. These are instant EFTs. Ozal, these two are instant EFTs, same as SID. They are kind of functions that allow you to make an EFT to Betway and not have to wait for someone to check that the deposit has been made. It will be reflecting instantly in your Betway account if you use Ozal or SID. Same with the credit card, it's also going to be instant. The other option you have is vouchers. Now for Betway, you can use One Voucher, you can use Easy Load, you can use Kazang, Blue Voucher, MTN Momo. ShopRite Checkers is pretty new, and those are your voucher deposit options. If you want to make a deposit with a voucher, go to a shop, buy a voucher online, and then click on Make a Deposit with a Voucher and enter your voucher PIN. You see, you just pop it in there, you'll get it on the slip that you have. You pop in that, you click redeem, and the money will automatically be added to your account. There is a more info button here. It tells you what the minimum is, the maximum, etc. Your minimum deposit at Betway is 5 Rand. The max you can do on one voucher is 1,500 Rand. It's a very useful little section they have over here. Now, you've made a deposit using a voucher or a card or Ozal. The other option is to do a bank transfer to Betway. This is a method I don't really recommend. It's the kind of slowest method. What you do is you make a transfer to their bank account. Here we go. We've got some information on how to do this. It tells you how to do it. Log into your bank account, select or search for Betway, put in the amount that you want to make a deposit of, and then make a deposit. You will need to send Betway a proof of payment. It will get credited to your account. It might take a couple of hours. They need to actually check it on their side. So that's why I recommend some of the other deposit methods like Ozal, a card, or a voucher. Those are the three that I really recommend. Unless you have no other option, use those instead of these EFT ones. The other one is USSD. That's where you go and put in a unique USSD code, and that shows you how to, what you need to do. All the information is available on the information section on Betway for all of this. So now that you've made your first deposit, you probably want to make your first bet. So I'm going to be assuming that you're going to be betting on soccer. That's what I'm going to be placing my bet on today. Now, to find the sport that you are looking for, you can either use the search feature over here. You'll see it on mobile as well, and type in perhaps the team you want, maybe the match you want. Today I want to bet on the Arsenal versus Spurs match, so I'm going to type in Arsenal and I'm going to click search, and there we go. We have all the search results. So you see there's a few different matches involving Arsenal, but I want Arsenal versus Tottenham. I am going to click on that, and then I'm going to click on more bets, and that's going to take me through to all the different markets that are available on this match. Now I'm not going to run through all the different markets. I'll keep that for another video. But once you have a market that you want to bet on, you're happy with your kind of prediction, then it's time to place your bet. So I'm going to be betting on Arsenal. So to do that, you select the bet that you want to take. So here's Arsenal. I'm going to click on Arsenal, and you will see that this gets loaded into your bet slip. Now your bet slip is the section that you're going to use to actually place the bet. You can click on any of these. They will all be added to your bet slip, and you can also remove them if you aren't happy with them. But make sure you only have the bet that you want to bet on in your bet slip. Otherwise, you're going to bet on something else that maybe you didn't want to bet on, and you can't actually get that bet cancelled. So make sure you have the correct bet in your bet slip. Here it says I have Arsenal, match result 1x2. That's the market I'm betting on, and then the match is Arsenal versus Spurs. Now by default, it's going to put 10 Rand in there. And the minimum bet at Betway is 1 Rand. So you can actually place a 1 Rand bet and use this field over here to enter your stake amount. This is how much money you want to put on the bet. This is how much money you want to risk. And below that, you'll see there's your potential return. This is how much money you are going to receive back once your bet is settled. Now this includes your stake. So be sure to check that everything is right before we go on to the next step, which is to actually place the bet. Now, below this, you see it says remove all. This is to remove all of the bets from the bet slip. And then it says by placing a bet, you accept the terms and conditions. Limits may be applicable on your winnings. A minimum bet of 1 Rand is required. And you see these two boxes over here, accept all odds and line changes. Now what this means is if you place a bet and the odds on Arsenal change while you're placing the bet, your bet will be accepted at those new odds. Now this is quite important for live betting because the odds change all the time. But for pre-match betting, you really don't need to worry about it that much. Then keep bets in bet slip. What that means is if I want to place this bet and then maybe I want to add some more bets onto it later in an accumulator or a multiplier, it will keep this in the bet slip for convenience sake. If I don't tick this and I place my bet slip will be cleared automatically. However, by clicking this, it will keep the Arsenal selection in my bet slip. So the next step is to actually place your bet. Now, before you place your bet, you have to be sure you are betting on what you want. You cannot cancel bets, guys. Sometimes bookmakers will make an exception, but if you're placing a 1 Rand bet, it's very unlikely that they're going to cancel it. You're going to have to use the cash out feature, which means you're going to lose a little bit of money. So be sure that you are happy with your bet before you click bet now. I'm happy with my bet here. I'm happy with the Arsenal selection. I've got my 1 Rand stake. The potential return is 2 Rand 53. So I now click bet now. There we go. Success. Thank you for placing your bet. Here's my bet ID. Continue betting. So that's it, guys. It's really that easy to place a bet at Betway. And let's assume now that my bet has won. Arsenal have beaten Spurs 2-0. And they've paid out that 2 Rand 53 to my account. The next step is to withdraw your money. Now, withdrawing your money is not quite as easy as making a deposit. You don't have too many options, but that's because there simply aren't that many options at any bookmakers to withdraw. You have to withdraw to what they have available. Now, how to withdraw? Let's run through that. You click on my account, and then you look for the withdraw funds. That means you want to cash out, you want to get your money into your bank accounts, or you want to get a voucher. You click on that, and it will bring up the different withdrawal options. So we have 4 withdrawal options here at the moment. We have EFT, which is money that gets paid directly into your bank accounts. And then we have these voucher withdrawals. Now, what the voucher withdrawals are is they send you a voucher PIN. You take that PIN down to the ATM. You put that PIN number in the ATM and the ATM will give you the cash amount. So I recommend using EFT if you have a bank account. If you don't have a bank account, you could use one of these other options here. You don't have to be with Standard Bank to withdraw to Standard Bank Instant Money. You don't have to be with FNB to withdraw to FNB e-wallets. So I recommend if you are going to be doing a voucher withdrawal, do it for a bank that has an ATM close to you. For example, I have an FNB and an ABSA ATM quite close to my house. So if I were to withdraw to one of those, it would be convenient for me because I don't have to go too far to find an ATM. Also guys, be aware that there are minimum and maximum withdrawals. The minimum withdrawal at Betway is 50 Rand, and that's on EFT. You cannot withdraw anything less than 50 bucks. When it comes to vouchers, the minimum is 200 to 300 Rand, as you can see here, minimum 200 for all of these different, or for the Standard Bank, and then minimum of 300 for ABSA and for FNB. Then there's also a maximum, that's the most you can withdraw. This is quite a lot, R1 million on EFT, and on vouchers with Standard Bank it's 5,000, the ABSA is 3,000, and FNB is 25,000. So FNB is probably one of the best options. If you have an FNB ATM near you, I would recommend using that. So those are the three different points that I wanted to run through in this Betway tutorial, is how to make a deposit into your account, how to place a bet, and then how to withdraw any winnings that you have made from your bets. There is one other thing I want to show you before I end off this video, is how to check any bets that you have running. Now look for the My Bets tab. You see it's over here. Give that a click and you will see your bets that you have running. Any bets that are settled will be in your account under settled bets, or over here on the right on settled bets. But an open bet is a bet that is still running. The match hasn't taken place, or the match is taking place. That's what an open bet is. A settled bet is a bet that is finished, it is closed, that it is either won or it's lost. And you can check that under the settled bets tab over there. So it's very easy to use Betway, guys. I've run through a few of these. It's quite different from other bookmakers like Hollywood Bets and whatnot, but it is one of the better betting sites in South Africa. And I hope this tutorial was useful to some punters out there. If you have any specific questions on how to use different features at Betway, please give me a shout in the comments below and I will do my best to assist you. However, I do recommend you get in contact with Betway first. They will be in the best position to answer any of your queries, and you can do that by popping them a mail or by jumping onto the live chat over here. Live chat is going to bring up an agent that you can talk to, you can ask them questions, and they will be able to assist you. Now, most of the features, or all of the features that I've run through now, are also available on the Betway Data Free site. You can do all of this without spending a cent on data if you so choose. But that's it, guys. I hope you learned something, and I will catch you in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.